Hey, so just a quick PSA before the video begins. This is going to be my first of hopefully many long form video or videos that I'll be posting. So if some of my audio is a bit crap or I stutter a bit, please keep that in mind. I'm still learning. Anyway, on to the video. Hope you enjoy. All right then. Up until recently, I worked at a company that I'm not going to name because I don't feel like getting sued because I plan to slander their asses 6 ways to Sunday. Basically, it was a pub chain, which is quite popular in England, quite popular for being cheap, good place to get good beer, good drinks, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, I used to be a cleaner there, and frankly, I had to see some horrific, absolutely vile, disgusting sides of what the human race is capable of. So I'm going to be ranking the top 5 worst things I've ever had to clean. And hopefully you'll all agree with me that no human should have to suffer through cleaning those things. Number 5, this one's going to be a bit of an obvious one, human sick. Now, in their infinite wisdom, they decided that instead of trying to make it to the bathroom, which is quite nearby, there's a disabled loo downstairs, people use it all the time that aren't disabled, that instead they're just going to be sick right there while they gamble, next to the slot machines, because we have slot machines in the pub. Now, this wouldn't be that bad, except it's on cobblestone floors, which means it's sunk into every dirt crack in between each cobble, which means I had to be on hands and knees with a brush, a little deck scrubber, just doing my absolute best to get that crap out of the floor. It's a horrid experience, and when you're just smelling it, you're smelling it constantly. It's just the worst thing that anyone, well, obviously not the worst thing because it's only number 5, but clearly something that's just you don't want to have to deal with. This then leads me on to number 4, which, going from a jump from sick to this, seems a little bit unfair, so to call it number 4. To avoid getting, demonetized 6 ways from Sunday, I'm just going to say human production. The thing you make ankle biters with. Yeah, so for some reason someone decided, oh yeah, this is going to be a really fun place to do it. Let's do it right here in the men's room at a local pub. Yeah, great idea, you dirty little scumbag. If I ever find out who did it, I'm clubbing them with the mop I had to use. Next up is, believe it or not, number 3. This one, I was honestly speechless for it. I don't know how to explain this one. Human excrement, or shit, on the ceiling. Yeah. I can't explain that one. I'm honestly just as baffled as any of you watching. Someone had somehow managed to shit on the ceiling. How? Why? Just why? Honestly, I'm starting to think people who attend these places just want the cleaning crews to suffer. I don't understand. It's not even like you say, oh, it was an accident, because it's on the ceiling. I had to use the floor brush to reach it. How do you manage this, people? I'm not saying you, viewers, obviously. I hope not. Anyway, we got it done in the end, but I spent a solid 5 minutes washing my hands after that. Ew. Just ew. Fucking awful. Now, it feels like I probably should have left number 3 for number 2, just to make an obvious shit joke. However, I felt that having to clean something like this, it deserves a higher ranking than number 3. A used piss bag. Yeah, a catheter. Something that you would expect, nursing staff to do for an old person who simply can't control their bladder anymore. Yeah, that's something every teenager wants to be fishing out of a bathroom stall at 7 o'clock in the morning. Don't worry though, I wore these little rubber blue gloves. In fact, I wore 3 pairs of them, because there really cannot be enough cover between you and some old man's piss bag. I was baffled, and frankly, it's one of the reasons I decided to leave. If I have any advice to any of my viewers, don't get a job cleaning pubs. Work in like Sainsbury's or something, or Aldi, or Lidl. At least with Lidl, if you're cleaning up something, you can at least go and get something from the bakery. And just forget. And last, but certainly not least, Something that no teenager would ever want to have to clean up or in the morning. Picture this, nice sunny day outside. You're thinking for once, oh yeah, it might actually be a good day at work for once. I can go outside, I can clean the beer garden. Yeah, it's all well and good until you find what appears to be an illegal substance left on one of the benches. Now, whoever thought bringing what I can only describe as nose candy to a pub, a public area where many people go to get drinks or dinner or bring their family and their children. Who thought bringing that would be a good idea? We had to have a whole talk with my manager about this one because, frankly, I don't want to get caught having any of my fingerprints on that, which is what I did. I didn't clean it. I went, told my manager, and they were like, okay, we're going to sort this, don't worry. Went outside with 50 million fucking pairs of gloves on and brought it to the office. Great place to put it, great start. I really should have used one of the little litter pickers that we have on site, but no. I was just, I don't know. So thank you to whoever decided that bringing that to a pub would be a good idea, because you essentially turned it into a crime scene that we never reported. Yeah. Don't work at pubs, people. And that's it. Thank you so much for coming and watching my first ever long-form video, the 5 worst things I've had to clean. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and if I should continue the long-form content, or if I should just go back to making stupid little cartoons for YouTube Shorts so you can get your quick little dopamine hit, instead of sitting through, I'm imagining, around 5 to 10 minutes of crappy audio and horrible storytelling that is basically all entirely unscripted, and I'm going off of my memory. Thank you so much for listening. I don't know how to do an outro. Yeah.